Every once in a while, as a new concept starts taking form, it throws up a fair bit of surprises. As a channel, Headlines today embarked on this novel yet ambitious project called the You Matter Show. We as a team worked on only one brief. We were going to make it your show, your platform, your forum. As a team today, we stand surprised how quickly you have taken ownership of this show. We are humbled by the responses we've been getting, by the letters you've been writing us, by the feedback that you've been sending us, which has further steeled our resolve to continue your fight. Because no matter where you are, what your story is, what your fight is, you have the right to be heard. You matter. Today, on the third edition of the You Matter Show, these are the stories that we have picked from all the letters, all the mails that you have been sending us. Who does a city belong to? The urban dweller or the villager who's been living in this city for years? Colonel Sharawat, a man who's been fighting for this cause, has all the answers. A 20-year-old conflict in an insurgency-ridden area has given the state of Kashmir lakhs of orphans. Who takes care of them? One woman has raised her hand. We're going to take you to her. And then we take you to Lucknow, where we profile a lawyer who's fighting the government on its faulty planning. In the first episode, we had profiled Vimlendu Jha and his crusade to save a dying river, the Yamuna, the national capital. Vimlendu's voice has now resounded in the backwaters of Kerala, where Grace Napoleon now stands beside him, fighting to save the environment from degradation. Do you know there are over 320 villages in the national capital? Do we know where these villagers live? A city which is crumbling under the infrastructural demands is eating into their habitat, and fighting their battle today is Colonel Sharawat from the national capital, who wants to reclaim the dignity of these villagers, reclaim what was theirs, their land which the government is arbitrarily doling out. And with that, Colonel Sharawat hopes he will also reclaim the green space, the green oasis that Delhi once was.
I'm Colonel Devendra Sharawat. I had the opportunity and the fortune to have served the defense services of this country for about 20 years. And thereafter I came back to Mahipalpur and I came back to the village. I lived here and I realized that the issue which had been troubling me a few years back is now got a mammoth proportion. And this is the land acquisition injustice which is being done to the farmers. This land was part of the South Central Aravalli Ridge. It was an open area covered with trees. The children of the village used to come and play cricket here. But what has happened today is the entire area has been dug up. The construction work has commenced here. And I have been taking this up personally by writing columns in press, interacting with the media, going to the judiciary, meeting the bureaucrats as well as the political leadership. Despite our approach to the Supreme Court Environment Committee and a petition being filed in the High Court, this construction work is going on. We are standing on the hawse of water body, ancient water body, located between village Mahipalpur, Vasant Kunj and the South Central Aravalli Ridge. This was a natural water reservoir which was acting as a recharging area for this South Delhi area. What has happened now is that the entire water body has been encroached upon. The land has been allotted to CISF. Some construction activity has already taken place. On the other side of the road, the land between Mahipalpur and the road which has come up is planned to be used for commercial exploitation. We have again taken up this matter with the Environmental Committee, and we have even approached the DDA that this land should be used for green project and this water body should be restored. land is situated on the National Highway 8 going towards Gurgaon. And this land is part of the South Central Aravalli Ridge. And the land is about 102 bighas. This is a Gram Sabha land plot. The Gram Sabha land should have been utilized for green projects. It should have been utilized for projects for the welfare of the villages. It should have been an environment-friendly project. But see, what is being done is this has been given to the Ministry of Home Affairs. Some residential area or office complex is going to come up in this place. There have been two judgments by the Supreme Court. One by Justice Markandeya Katju, which has recognized the special status of the Gram Sabha land. When we approach the Chief Minister regarding the land matters, the simple reasoning that is given to us that land is a central subject in Delhi and the land is being dealt by the Urban Development Minister. Unfortunately, this is not correct. There is a land and building department under the Delhi government and the Delhi government is the one which carries out land acquisition. I have firm faith and belief that we all must stand up for the right cause and take it up for the interest of the entire community. And I will continue this fight till we get justice and the welfare of the villages, the unauthorized colonies and the citizens of Delhi is being taken care of by the people who matter.
Last week, after our second episode, we received a mail from the Kashmir Valley. In a state where largely everything is viewed with skepticism, this mail was a breath of fresh air, full of raw energy, full of enthusiasm, and most importantly, full of gumption to put up a fight. We take you now to the Kashmir Valley, where we profile young 27-year-old Kurat Masoodi, a young woman who gave up a high-flying career in the field of engineering to take up the fight of orphans in the valley. Orphans who till now were only viewed as collateral damage through the 20-year-old conflict that the state has been going through.
My name is Kurat Masoodi. I'm basically a computer engineer but always wanted to be a social worker.
So Kurat left behind her career to work for orphans in turmoil-hit Kashmir.
I started working in different orphanages. I went to almost every nook and corner of Kashmir and tried to find out what is happening in these orphanages. I was really upset and I was really shattered when I actually saw the condition of these orphanages. And I decided to do something about it. Most of the children, they are the children of conflict. The kids, their parents have been killed by army or militants. Most of the orphanages that we have in Kashmir, they're not registered. So if there is no registration, there is no check, there is no accountability. But in Kashmir, it's so unfortunate, every next person is having an orphanage these days. I mean, the result, the outcome of that is these orphanages are in such a pathetic condition. I'm really concerned about the girl folk. Suppose we register or we admit 10 girls today, they're not registered with anybody. There's no such department, there is no such place where they can register these people. Suppose we have 10 today, tomorrow we can have just 8 of them and nobody's going to ask them what happened to these girls. I still remember when I would go to these orphanages, they would be they're mentally so disturbed. If you just try to talk to them, I mean, they'll hide their faces, they'll not reply. So the first thing that I did is I would go to these orphanages and I started some workshops. involve them in writings, involve them in drawings. I have been continuously campaigning about this and I have been talking about it. I went everywhere. I have struggled a lot for last so many years now. I went to Chief Minister also, but nothing came out. I went to almost every person in our society. I mean, I went to separatists, I went to Minister Social Welfare, but I think they were not really serious about it. But I'll not stop here. I will not lose heart. I will continuously work for it. And I want people to join me. We have every right, and these children have every right to be heard of. Join my organization. The name of my organization is Ash, the Hope of Kashmir, and my contact number is 9419077797.
As citizens of this country, most of you are watching, might have issues, you might have problems, you might have grievances that you want addressed, you might be very upset with the system. But as citizens of this country, there are very few of you out there who will take the time out to fight. If you are doing that, then we will respect your time, we will respect your fight, and that's the reason why we're going to go across at this point of time to Uttar Pradesh, Lucknow to Gomti Nagar, where we profile a lawyer and his fight where he has taken on the local authorities over a badly planned flyover in Gomti Nagar.
इस समय हमारे गोमती नगर की और लखनऊ शहर की जो सबसे ज्यादा ज्वलंत समस्या है वो आपके सामने ये जो फ्लाईओवर है, ये 4 फ्लाईओवर बने हुए हैं, लेकिन इस फ्लाईओवर पे जाने और आने के लिए गोमती नगर की जनता को जिस दिक्कत का सामना उठाना पड़ता है और जितने संघर्ष का सामना करना पड़ता है कि अगर इनको इस फ्लाईओवर पे चलना है तो 2 किलोमीटर पहले और 2 किलोमीटर बाद में कम से कम 4 किलोमीटर की यात्रा रॉन्ग साइड से करके इस पे चलना है। इसकी वजह से यहाँ पे पर डे 1-2 एक्सीडेंट हो रहे हैं, बहुत से लोगों की जान जा चुकी है।
मैं बीके सिंह एडवोकेट, मैं यहाँ 1991 से प्रैक्टिस में आया। जब मैंने इंडिपेंडेंट प्रैक्टिस शुरू की तो मुझे ये लगा कि आम आदमी की तमाम ऐसी समस्याएं हैं जिनको सिटीजन फोरम के माध्यम से या पब्लिक इंटरेस्ट के माध्यम से रिजॉल्व किया जा सकता है।
यदि इस फ्लाईओवर के नीचे जहां पे हमारे पास पर्याप्त जगह है, इसी रेलवे लाइन के किनारे अगर हमको ये सबवे बन जाए तो गोमती नगर से विवेक खंड से विभूति खंड जाने के लिए जनता को बहुत सुगम रास्ता मिल जाएगा। राज्य सरकार की तरफ से कई बार हम लोगों की तरफ से अधिकारियों और मंत्रियों से मुलाकात भी हुई। मुलाकात करने के बाद हम लोगों ने उनको आश्वस्त भी किया कि साहब यदि बन जाए तो इससे बहुत बड़ी समस्या का, ट्रैफिक की समस्या का निदान हो सकता है, लोगों की जानें बच सकती हैं और आम आदमी आसानी से अपने रास्ते से आ जा सकता है। लेकिन अभी तक राज्य सरकार इस पर बिल्कुल अपना मौन व्रत सा धारण कर चुकी है कि अभी तक उसने कोई भी इस पे एक्शन नहीं लिया है। इस समय हम केवल अपने फोरम के माध्यम से, बार बार मीडिया के माध्यम से और लोगों से एकजुटता करके बस केवल राज्य सरकार और केंद्र सरकार के अधिकारियों से, नेताओं से मिल रहे हैं, उनसे निवेदन कर रहे हैं कि किसी तरह से इस पे अपनी एक सहमति बना करके, एक फिजिबिलिटी रिपोर्ट बनाकर किसी तरह से निर्माण का कार्य इसका शुरू किया जाए। हेडलाइन टुडे का जो राइट टू बी हर्ड एक कैंपेनिंग चल रहा है, यदि इसके माध्यम से जितने भी लोग एक दूसरे से जुड़ सके, जो हमसे जुड़ सके, उससे तमाम जनता का और हमारा यदि एक साथ हो जाएगा तो ये सबसे बड़ा अचीवमेंट होगा। हर आदमी को अपनी बात कहने का, सुनने का, अपनी बात को समझने का पूरा अधिकार होगा।
One of the main objectives of the You Matter show is that your voice finds resonance. In our very first episode, we had profiled a crusade, a 12-year crusade of one man, Vimalendu Jha, to breathe life into the dying Yamuna.
This is the place where I actually started a small campaign called We for Yamuna. I didn't think that I'll begin an organization or a movement. I thought it was my bit to save the river. You have bubbles coming out. There's no river in the world which is as polluted as Yamuna. These are methane gas that is coming out. If they could have actually bought mineral water worth 20,000 crores and poured it in the river, there could have been a new Yamuna.
Today, Vimalendu Jha's voice is found in echo from the backwaters of Kerala. Grace Napoleon today is fighting against environmental degradation. She has taken inspiration from Vimalendu's fight and is galvanizing children to join her in this endeavor.
My name is Grace T. Napoleon. I was a teacher for a long time. I have seen a show in one of your TV shows about saving the Yamuna by Vimalendu. I think the similar things have to be done by our own children in Kerala. We have got a lot of ecological problem in Kerala. Rivers are drying up and many of the natural resources are depleting at an alarming rate. So it is our duty that we have to motivate and we have to create awareness among the people. So socially useful as well. But actually
She went to schools, interacting with students, setting up environment clubs and encouraging them to fight local pollution issues.
I decided to join this because we are children and can do many things and protect this world. Till now, we left it to our elders to do the job. But right now, we feel it's time for us to act.
Let us all encourage our children to join. If children are made to go out and do some work,
by making a pollution-free environment, we, the children of the future, can live in a better and safer world.
Though unaided by any support group, Grace hopes to spread her campaign to even more schools across the state of Kerala.
We should collectively work for the betterment of our environment because we have to make it a better world for our children. The future is theirs. They want change and they have to be heard.
Like Grace, many of you out there are writing to us with your fights, your stories. As we come to the end of the third edition of the You Matter show, I'd like to take this opportunity to read out some of the mails that you've been sending us. We have a mail here by retired Colonel S.C. Talwar from Gurgaon, where he writes to us about the builder mafia in Gurgaon. He wants to highlight certain issues. Colonel Talwar, you can trust our team to reach you and get all details, and hopefully you will feature on the You Matter show. As well, we have constructed feedback coming in right from the United Kingdom. Najib Hussain writes us, he has certain issues he wants addressed. We, of course, would be writing to him on the same. If you out there also want to feature on this show, you have a fight, you want to be heard, well, you can get in touch with us at www.right2beheard.in. You can get in touch with us on Twitter. Our Twitter handle is @right2beheard. You can even call us. We have caller lines now. From BSNL, you can call us on 125554. All other operators can call us on 505242422. If you want to tune in and have missed our show, certain parts of our show, you can catch the entire show on YouTube. Let's give you the ID for that. It's www.youtube.com/user/right to be heard. So if you've missed a story, if you've missed a past episode, you can catch all the action there. Till now, all of you out there had the right to freedom of speech. Today, you have the right to be heard. You have your show. You have the You Matter Show.